Hello, Facebook world. We are back with ROCovery Fit. I had this special pleasure of doing Monday and Wednesday this week, so it feels like the good old days when I did it 5 days a week. Except it's just 2, and I'm rambling. What's new? For today's workout, you actually don't need any equipment. It's mostly core. A little bit of conditioning thrown in there, some shoulder work, but yeah, you won't need any equipment, although I highly recommend your own music because I can't play any, and I'm definitely not serenading you because we don't need anything else to be upset about in the world these days. My singing would be one of the things. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and get started. A little bit slower paced warm up than usual, so if friends join us late, that's just fine. We're going to begin with joint prep, so go ahead and swing your arms side to side 10 times. And then up and down 10 times. And then you're going to do the same thing with your legs and warm up your hips, so it's forward and back. Oh man, I got barbells everywhere today. And then you're going to do side to side. I like to hang onto a wall or something. Oh geez, not kick it, but hang on to it so I don't fall over. And finally, the last leg. All right. Before we do the next part of our warm-up, I just want to talk to you about your hip joint, right? So if you picture, your pelvis, we're going to get into a tabletop position on all fours, and we're going to move. We're going to do some bird dogs, but make sure to the most you can, your hips don't move. So you don't want them to rotate or get crooked. And the way you do that is by squeezing your lower abdominals. So picture pulling your rib cage down to your hips and then squeezing your glutes. It kind of locks them in place. So we are going to do bird dogs. This is the boring but important part. So you want to get on all fours and really be specific about it. Make sure your shoulders are lined up with your hips and your knees. You want to have your wrist directly under. You don't want to be here or here. All 90-degree angles. Once you're here, I always start at the top. So I roll my shoulders back and down, activate my lats, squeeze my core and my glutes, and then you're going to lift your opposite arm and leg. And do that 4 times. Be really mindful. You don't want to twist. You want to lock it all in place. And then reach. Once you've done that, I take a quick break because if you're doing it right, it should be hard work. And then lock everything in again. So I get my shoulders and my lats activated, squeeze my core, squeeze my glutes, and now opposite side. And just to show you the difference, here's loose. See how I rotate? Want to get really squeezed in. Keep that spine straight. Nice. I recommend doing those every day. They're really great for programming your muscles to work appropriately. So when you do work out, like we're about to in a moment, everything's good to go. All right. So let's put the workout on the screen. Today is going to be an alternating on the minute, which means you're going to be working at each station for 30 seconds. You can go as fast or as slow or as medium or however you want to label your movement today as you'd like. We're going to start off with jumping. If you have a jump rope, I highly recommend that. If not, you can swap it out for jumping in place as if you had a jump rope or doing jumping jacks. If you haven't worked out in a couple days, you could even do jumping squats. We just want some type of explosive movement to 1, work on power, but 2, get your heart rate going and out of breath. When we finish 30 seconds of that, we'll get a quick rest and we'll go directly into a side plank on your left. 30-second plank, roll onto your back, quick rest, 30 seconds of leg lifts to target that lower abdominal area, 30 seconds of rest, roll over to the right side, 30 seconds of rest, and roll back over to your belly and do some push-ups right back into jump ropes. So we'll get 3 rounds each. If that feels like a warm-up to you, you can pause this live feed and go ahead and do an additional round or 2 or 3. And then unpause and come back to the stretching at the end or do your own stretches. But for me, I think 15 minutes would be a good workout today. If you have any questions before we get started, go ahead and let them roll in the comments. Otherwise, I'm about to get going. I don't know, I think I'm going to actually jump rope today. I don't normally do that on the internet because I'm not coordinated, but my daily reader was about taking risks, and there was an article on ROCovery reposted the other day about, was it this morning? I don't know. Either way, it was about dealing with anxiety and how to bring your children up in a world where they can manage their anxiety. And one of the key learnings was that as parents, you need to expose your children to risks and challenges so that they know what failure feels like and they know how to deal with those anxious feelings for their adult lives, because there sure will be a lot of opportunity. So yeah, anyways, long story short, that means I'm going to do something uncomfortable and jump rope on video. Here's the jump rope. Plus it's purple, which is just great. Why wouldn't I want to jump rope if I have a purple jump rope? I mean, come on. Hopefully there's enough room. Sorry, I know it's boring to watch me unhook my jump rope, but that's where we're at. Okay, I'm just going to slide this back so hopefully you can see the positioning for the planks. And we're going to get started. It doesn't look like there's any questions. All right, 10 seconds. Any jumping that feels appropriate for you. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and go. More seconds. And go ahead and rest. Get ready for our first set of side planks. We're going to go with the left. Now you have a choice. You can keep bent knee and bent elbow, or 2 straight legs and bent elbow, or 2 straight legs and straight arm. I like the bent knee version because it forces me to focus on my glutes. But whatever works for you, we're going to do in 3, 2, 1, go. Regardless of what version you're doing, you're pushing your hips up towards the ceiling and forward. Making sure you engage not just the obliques on your core and abs, but your glute too. And rest. You can go ahead and flip over to your back. Next, we're going to do leg lifts. Again, for these, it's the weight of your legs on your lower obliques. So bent knee takes some of the weight off. Straight legs are heavier. And if you need it to be more difficult, you can lay in a hollow while you do it. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and do leg lifts. So if you wanted that bent knee version, it's right here. Still challenging your core. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Next, we're going to do right side plank. Remember, if you have questions, put them in the chat and I'll try to get to them. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and side plank. Again, hips up and forward. You can add some difficulty through your arm up there, whatever works for you. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, for your push-ups, instead of knee push-ups, for those of you who aren't ready for 30 seconds of full push-ups, I recommend the worming one because it gives you the full range of motion. So for those, I'm just demoing, you don't need to start yet. You start in a plank, lower half your body, lower the top half, push up the top half, squeeze your butt. So you get the whole motion, but less weight. Push-ups and go. Five more seconds. And rest. All right, back to jumping. Big deep breaths. 3, 2, 1, and go. Three more seconds. And rest. All right, get ready for that left side plank. If you're wondering why I keep looking over there, that's where my clock is. 3, 2, 1, and go. So again, even if you do straight legs, hips up, hips forward. Ten more seconds. And rest. Go ahead and switch to your back for leg lifts. And if you want to make it more difficult, Put yourself in this hollow position and do your leg lifts there. 3, 2, 1, and go. And rest. Big deep breath. Head over to the right side for a right side plank. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and plank. Ten more seconds. And rest. Go ahead, flip over and get ready for push-ups. The heat adds an extra calorie burner. I feel like I'm working a lot harder. It's one of my favorite parts about working out in the summer. And go. Ten more seconds. And rest. All right, so here's where you have a choice. Stick with what you're doing. We have one more round. You could pause and add some extra rounds, or you could say, you know what, I'm only gonna do one more round. I'm gonna go a lot faster for those 30 seconds. Or maybe you go 45 seconds for each move. That's gonna be up to each individual person. We are gonna get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Seconds. If you're going a little longer, I will let you know when we hit 40. "40 seconds is up. That's 45. Go ahead and take a break. Get ready for left side plank. 3, 2, 1, and go. Being the last round, you might want to try a more difficult version. Maybe a straight arm and a straight leg. Maybe lift your opposite leg. Or you might want to just keep it where you're at, like me. 5 more seconds. And rest. Go ahead, flip over, last set of leg lifts. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. That's 30 seconds. For those of you that are going a little extra, sorry, I forgot to tell you last time. That's 40 seconds. And 45. Go ahead and rest. Right side plank for the last 10. 3, 2, 1, and go. And that's 30 seconds. And that's 40. 45 seconds. Go ahead and rest. Now for this final set of push-ups, let's just go the whole minute. Even if you have to take a break, just push yourself. And go. That's 20 seconds in. Taking a quick little break. $40 seconds in. Now I'm going to switch to warming push-ups. Ten more seconds. And done. Go ahead and grab some water, big deep breaths, and then we will stretch. Aw, my rope made a heart. So cute. Okay. Let me see. I think maybe this view will be best. So the first stretch I want to do is to grab these hip flexors. And since our shoulders are warmed up, we'll be able to use those. So lay down. You really want the sweeping my floor. The tops of your feet flat. So see how when I push down, it activates? That's good. Because I want to counteract the pressing movement I'm going to do. So I like to drag my hands in. So they're nice and tight and under my shoulders for the most part. And then from here, I'm going to push the tops of my feet down into the ground as I press up and lean back. You can relax. You're just going to get a much better hip flexor stretch if you push with the tops of your feet. Need a little neck stretch in there, side to side. All right, and then from here, we're gonna go the opposite way. Toes together, knees wide, sit back, use your hands, walk them out slow. I'm pushing my hips down into my heels, down into child's pose. All right, go ahead and one more big deep breath. Walk out of that. I'm gonna turn so I can show you better, but we're gonna lay down and do what I call the twisted T, or you might hear it called the prone shoulder. So your arms are right out at your sides. From here, you're gonna leave one hand flat. We'll do this one. Palm down. Bring the other one in towards your rib cage. Use as leverage. Just roll over, relax your neck. If you want, you can kick your leg for a little extra stretch. All right, roll back to center. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the other side. Pull it in, roll over, and relax. All right, back to center. Thanks for being here, whether you're tuning in live or watching this at a later date. We appreciate you and we love our recovery community. Remember, fitness is just one of the many dimensions and pathways to recovery. If you want a peer recovery coach to walk with you on your journey, we do have outreach engagement specialists, and you can get a hold of them at the number on the screen, 622-4975. You can Facebook message us, send us an email, or the center will be opening, not for fitness, but for fellowship and hanging out soon. So look out for those details. You could even stop in and say hi and let us know. Wherever you are, whoever you are, we appreciate you and we're so grateful for our community. And I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.